Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and today I just wanted to share some planning for 2 journals, and I'm going to use the Forever Friends collection from Shabby Art Boutique. This is a 2022 kit that I bought previously, and I decided to print it out and try and make some pretty things from it. I've already done the Petite Friendship journal that I shared with you on the second to the last video, and I'm planning out 2 journals, and I want to share that with you. And then I made a little shaker tag, and I'm going to make one on camera for you that I plan to use kind of throughout these journals and maybe on the covers. So let me share the journal layouts for you. I'm going to do one vertical and one horizontal so that I'll have 2 small. I'm sorry, I was chewing gum. I hope you couldn't hear it. I cough a lot, so gum chewing helps me not cough, even though I think it's a little bit tacky. But anyway, this one is going to be the horizontal one. And what I did was take one of the background pages. This is one of my favorites. I selected the 2 background pages that I really liked, and they're a little larger than what prints out for the pages that Carrie Ann includes in the kit for journal pages. So I use those. They print 2 patterns, one on either side of the page, and then I print a pattern, plain pattern on the back. And I use those for the journal, and then this will be the cover, which will be a little bit larger than the journal inside. So I've printed this and printed on the back side of it, and I have 2 pages in here, which will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pages plus the inside, front, and back cover for our horizontal journal. And I may decide to put something different in the center, something extra in the center. So that will be our horizontal. This will be the vertical journal. And I haven't decided yet what I will put on the covers, but this is going to be the cover. And then inside I have used 1, 2, 3, 4 of the pages. So I had to use the ones in here with the pattern turned up this way, and the others I was able to turn them sideways and they worked okay. So we're going to be working on 2 of my regular size journals, and I wanted to do a couple projects that would just give us a start on little things to go inside. And what I created this morning was this little tag. Hold it up here so hopefully you can see the glittery little hearts that are inside the shaker part. I also have a butterfly on there with some glitter on its wings, and then I glued the little hearts down the center of his body that match this in here. And I'm going to attempt to show you how I did this. It's nothing new, other people have done it, but I wanted to show you how I was using this in this kit. There are quite a few of these tags that have the center like this, and you can leave it like that and put some words or something in there, but I wanted to cut out the center of a few of them. And what I'm doing is cutting out the center, and then I use one of the other plainer journal cards as a backing. And then that will be our, that will be our tag. So I'm using this small pad to cut these things out so I don't ruin my pretty pink one. And I got these little pins on Amazon, and I think I got, I don't know, several in the kit, and they have a little blade that sticks out, and it's just like a ink pen. You can retract the blade and then bring the blade out. And the only way this works right is if you press straight down with a very firm grip, otherwise it rips the paper. But I'll just take that and go around the pattern. And I'll try to look these up, so if you want to buy these, I've always had trouble with the X-Acto knives with that heavier blade. And I know Carrie Ann uses those all the time, but she's a lot more experienced than I am. And this is working well for me. Even still, it's hard to guide it and get it to go exactly where you want it. And if you don't have these, you could use your little tiny scissors and kind of cut out the center and then go around the detail with those scissors. And I'm going to turn off my video and finish this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have that cut out now, and I like to do some light inking around the edges, so this is the time to do that. I use the Distress Oxide tea dye for these pale shabby chic colors that we use in Carrie Ann's kits. And it just, some people like the white to show. I like to give it some definition. It's just a personal preference. But if you want to ink, this is the time to do it before you start putting this all together. And I'm going to wait and ink this other piece after I get it stuck on the back. So I have cut a piece of, I think it's called acetate, from just some packaging that I saved. And that will go right in here. So the next thing I'm going to do is turn this over, and I'm going to use this this kind of glue tape. I'm not very experienced with it, but that's what I'm going to use, and we'll see how it works. Some people can just stick that on and not even have to think, but I don't know why. It's kind of hard for me. I'm getting better at it as I go. And the reason I use this instead of glue is I'm just kind of worried about the glue oozing out the edges. So then I'll go in with my little tool here and peel off the top of this tape. I hope. There it comes. You know, I've told you many times that I'm just a beginner, and almost everything I do, I'm learning as I go. And so either that can make you think I'm crazy, or it can comfort you if you feel a little insecure about some things that you're doing. Just go ahead and try it. And you can try it off camera, and then if you want to get on camera with it, you can hope that it goes well for you. Okay. Whew. And now I'm just going to lay my acetate, which I've already cut, on there. I'm going to try not to get a bunch of fingerprints and things on it. And then the next thing is to get your little sequins or whatever you want to use. I got these little things at Dollar Tree. I actually have another whole box of them that I can't find. That's one thing that drives me crazy, is I buy things and I put them in a perfect place and then I can't find them. But on the last one, I used these little iridescent hearts, This time, let's see, I think I'll go ahead and use these purple and pink little stars. And all you're going to do is put just a few in the center of your background page. Not too many, because you want them to shake around. And then over here on this back side of this tag, you want to go around the edge. Don't get it so close that the glue squishes out and shows, but right around the edge. And then around the edge of the tag. And then we're just going to flip this over. Glue it down on our tag. And then we want to ink around, if you want to clean up any edges if you need to, but this lined up really nice. Now this one is ready to go, and I'll finish it off similar to this. I'll put a ribbon, excuse me, I'll put a ribbon in the top, and possibly maybe some pearls around here or something. But these are all printed on the back side too, so they can be written on in your journal. And what I plan to do is make several like this and include them inside the journal. And the other thing I want to do, and I'm not going to do this on camera, oops, I'm not going to do this on camera because it's the exact same technique, but I want to use one of these wreaths on the front of this journal. And I've already cut it out and everything, so all I need to do is go around with my glue and glue on the acetate, and I may layer this one, I'm not sure. If you want to layer it, you can use, instead of glue, use the strips of the foam that are sticky on both sides, and take it all the way around the edge, and then some on these edges, and place it on, and then it will be three-dimensional, which would be kind of pretty on our cover. So that's all I'm going to do today. I just want to share those with you and let you see what I'm planning, and maybe you want to make up some of these little tags. It's real easy with the using the two tags that you have. They're the same size. One is scalloped on the top and one is squared off, and it gives you the background. Or you could put a picture back in there of some kind that you want to, and then put the back on it. So it's fun to play around with these. That's all I have today, is just the planning of the two journals and these two tags. And so I'm going to go off and get busy and make some more things. So I'll see you soon.